Nah, we don't need to hear nothing.
No, we don't need to hear him.
No.
Oh god.
Make sure it's live.
Yeah, it's live on YouTube.
Yeah.
You used to be able to sneak that in on me.
What?
Going
Oh
live.
yeah, you got the notifications all set up because you're a loser.
No, it's on my PC in front of me.
Oh yeah. Oh, when it says it.
Yeah, but I don't need that anymore since
You should have snagged one of these tall chairs from one of you guys.
I
Are there
could
more
not.
tall chairs? Are these the only tall chairs?
All right, I got it.
I think you're just gonna have to yell, Matt.
I'm just gonna have to yell. I'm pretty loud.
No,
Nah,
that's good
no.
right there. That's good right
That's
there. I
fine.
think.
Okay, I'll just speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Put a
gonna
little-
have to holler every single thing.
Yeah. God, Fade, your internet is just ass.
Is it my shit? Is it
Yes,
mine?
it's
You're the
absolutely.
only one that's choppy. The other. Thank you, sir.
Dude, like, move out of the boondocks and just get to the city.
Oh god,
What's going on, everybody? Ooh, third era coming in big. Appreciate
coming
it.
in hot.
Keeping up the workouts, bro. But we live.
Did we?
No,
did we
what?
figure out whether those were exercise bands last time?
Nah, I don't know what that is.
No, we didn't.
He don't never tell us. But we're live. Everyday Audio's episode 53.
53.
Yeah, I'm skip one here. That's,
Hey.
it's Taylor Fade Gardner,
That's me.
also known as T Fade.
Also,
And wait, get this off of the screen. And the man in the middle, all the way from AudioControl. Where you at? Washington?
Yep, we're in the North Seattle area.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yep.
for real. It's
Just
still
some-
like 90 degrees down here. What's the weather
Yeah.
like up there?
Just
It's
rain.
like high 50s and gray.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Just
Typical for this
rain.
time of year. Yep.
Do y'all actually have vampires up there? Like, is that a thing?
Definitely not.
Stupid. Mr. Matthew, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Palo-
let's-
Give it a shot.
Palumbo.
no.
Yeah, you nailed it.
No.
Oh,
Get the
bang,
hell
bang,
outta
bang,
here.
bang.
Nailed it.
Bam. I like that.
With
See
the
that?
emphasis on the puh?
Yeah. Matthew Palumbo of Audio Control. How you doing, sir?
It sounds Samoan.
It's Italian.
Not close enough.
Yeah. Slight.
Yeah, totally close enough. They're
Yeah.
totally the same. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a different region of.
I think
The
maybe
world.
what I meant was you look Samoan.
It's weird.
I'm pretty pale, but okay.
Well, being from the Pacific Northwest, honestly, why do they say Pacific Northwest? If you're in the Northwest, it's probably pretty close to the Pacific, as opposed to what, the Atlantic Northwest? Why did
Yeah,
they
I
say
mean,
that?
there's no such thing, so I'm not sure. Or according to AudioControl, it's normally the Pacific Northwest rainforest. It's
Right.
the idea of our literature boxes, right?
Sure,
So,
sure. I'm just gonna minimize this because it's super distracting.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
All right. Everybody's audio levels. Yeah, we're good.
I don't know.
It should be all right. Oh, they are exercise bands equivalent to 50-pound dumbbells in each hand. Bang!
What the?
He's killing it. All right.
We're just you can't see the chat.
Yeah, he should be able to, huh?
Oh, can you?
it doesn't show anything. It's just
Okay, go to live comments instead
Oh,
of
there we
private
go.
chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I see them. Yep.
There's
That's
like a
just-
serious delay, so if anybody says anything like
Yeah.
and you wonder why we answer it like 10 minutes later, that's why.
Yeah.
But
We're just gonna get our swag out the way. This is
Yeah.
our new caraudioSwag.com. If you need any of the new logo hats or the tees out here, Everyday Audios, it's got Fade's name. Oh God,
holla.
it's got Fade's name on it. It's got Skip's name on it. You can
Yeah.
also customize yours if you want your own name on it.
That's right.
You can do
Well,
anything with money.
customization.
You do anything with money.
You really can.
All right, let's get into it. Everyday Audios, number 53. Matthew Palumbo of Audio Control. How are you doing? Fine today, sir.
I'm pretty damn good. How are you guys doing?
That's good. Awesome. So what?
I'm
Fade?
not doing so well. I mean,
All
we're
right,
just gonna
well,
glaze right over that.
Yeah, nobody really cares about
I'm
it.
doing that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So Fade just hit you up in the emails, but look, you want to come on this slowly dying podcast show?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, more or less.
It's not dying very slowly, Kyle.
He-
The phone call into AudioControl, and it's like, sure, what the hell? Why not?
Have you ever heard of the show before? The email? No. Just say yes. Make us feel good.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Liar.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Liar.
I believe him.
Liar.
Taylor Fade is absolutely on dial-up.
Oh my god, dude! Remember, like my phone hotspot is faster than my stupid.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna like be quiet the whole
yeah,
show. Like that'll
yeah.
be a refreshing change of pace.
All right.
I'll
So
tell you how he came to be on the show. You ready?
go ahead.
Okay, so I have a very specific setup in my truck because I'm so hard headed and I just have to be extra. So I've got to have a certain crossover point in my truck, and none of the amps that I have that crossover point and slope, specifically the slope. So I needed a split. I needed a crossover, an active crossover split, and so I got to hunting around, and obviously AudioControl, they do their thing and they do it well. So I got on and looked, and I found the thing that I wanted, which is the 2XS. That's the one? Yeah,
Yep.
2XS. And they make the module. It's a module so that the crossover point is set. Like that's it. It's like perfect in line, and you can have it customized to whatever slope you want. And so that's how it came to be. So I had to call and be like, yo, is this what it is? And this, and is that what I need? And where the hell do I get it? And such and such. So anyway, I was talking to some, I forget the guy's name I was talking to, the tech support guy. Do you know who I was talking to, Matt?
Probably Josh or
Josh.
Steve.
Yep, that's it. I was talking to Josh. Super helpful, super cool. And I was like, oh yeah, by the way, and that's how it came to be.
God, who calls people anymore? Fade is like so old school. Jeez.
Also, a ton of people call us, and do you know why they call us? That somebody actually answers the
Right.
phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a call tree or some bullshit. It's legit. Like there's an actual human that answers. It's crazy.
I love it.
Yeah, you gotta love that in this day and age. Man, I had some issues with my router one time, and I'm trying to call like somebody. And it's like some random guy in India or something. I'm like, this ain't gonna work.
Mm-mm.
A guy that actually puts his hands on the material and stuff to answer the phone. It's priceless these days.
It's rare these days. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Right.
I love it.
So did you actually buy something, Fade?
I did. It's in the truck right now, as a matter of fact. So an AudioControl 2XS with a 24 dB module is headed to World Finals in like 2 days.
What?
There you go.
There you go.
Oh God, what is going on?
I'm moving shit around so that I'm like.
So I think Fade said Matt P was your email. So I'm like, you don't have a last name? What am I? So I just Googled. I had to Google up, and then I seen some kind of little. I don't know if it was a bio, but it was something like whatever, some kind of new position you had of specialist, SWAT training type thing. It was something. It said specialist.
Yeah, I came on as their national trainer and sales specialist about 2.5 months ago. So I was a retailer and an installer for 15 years prior to this. So
in the Seattle area, or
yeah, about an hour and a half north of here. So
north of Seattle. So you're Canadian.
Canada, yeah.
Clearly, you guys have never been up here before.
Let's see. I think I've been to. No, I have not.
No.
I think Washington is one of only like 3 or 4 states I haven't been to.
It's South Canada.
Quite a few hours north of Seattle. But when you're anywhere outside of Washington and someone asks where you're from, you just say Seattle because nobody knows anything else. So you just say Seattle.
Yeah, right along the southern Canadian border.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
No, so I worked at the same shop from high school all the way up until 2.5 months ago. So I was the same retailer for 15 years. Started out as an entry-level tech, worked my way up, started managing the shop, was the lead tech for years. And then when I had to replace myself to become the store manager, I hired a lead tech, became the store manager, did that for 7 or 8 years, and then took this position with AudioControl August 1st. So,
wow. Well, so what happened? That is a new position that they had, or is it?
Yeah, they've never had a national trainer before. Chris Bennett is our national director of mobile audio, and he's been kind of doing his job and my job for the last 4, 5, 6 years, something like that. So He's a super busy guy, travels, a couple weeks at least out of every month. And so I'll be doing more of the traveling and training stuff. And that way he can focus on more product development, international sales, some of the other stuff that we need some attention on. So.
Oh, so you're going to be traveling around to different dealers or maybe sites and just...
So in the 2 months I've been here, I've already been on 3 trips. So I basically travel every other week, approximately. So.
Jeez.
Yep.
Faye, did you freeze?
It certainly looks like he did.
Oh my God, dude!
It's that awesome internet he's got.
What a loser! It's not like we did 53 of these shows and he has an issue every single show. It's embarrassing. Uh oh. We got action.
You and me.
Got rid of the dead weight on our hands. So 2.5 months. What's been going on in that 2.5 months? Just getting ready for the first trip out, or?
Well, I actually started, like I said, the very beginning of August. And,
okay.
When I started early August, I was here at AudioControl headquarters for 3 days, and then went to Knowledge Fest immediately. So within like 4 days, I was helping run the booth and doing trainings and all that stuff. So I kind of just got thrown right into the mix pretty much right away, which is kind of a cool way to do it, if you ask me.
Yeah.
No beating around the bush, just get right into it.
Yeah.
And I was already familiar with the AudioControl line. The retailer I worked for was a dealer, and so I was already familiar. And most people that live in this area at least know of AudioControl, if not sell the product. So.
Fade.
I just missed the last 5 minutes because what I turned the hotspot on my phone, so now I'm streaming through Verizon. Hopefully it's better.
You're much smoother now. You're not so choppy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, my cell phone service is better in my house than my stinking internet.
It's retarded. The kids. It's the kids, bro. They're just streaming stuff down there.
I mean, I don't know what the crap they're streaming, but
tell them to turn off Peppa Pig and we got the show to do.
Bruh, it's retarded. It's so stupid and annoying.
Yeah. What you got?
It's super creepy, like looking this way. I think I'm gonna put my camera back the other way. I'm like freaking myself out. Anyway, I lost my entire train of thought.
Oh my God!
Just tell us what's going on at AudioControl.
Well,
I don't know.
So,
no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Start at the beginning. 1909. You got the owner AudioControl, like started.
Is that something?
Microchip or something?
Is that something they made you do? Like learn the history, or you already knew the history?
No,
being
I
you.
didn't already know it. I mean, I knew that it had been around for a long time, but like, I didn't know the exact specifics of it. So I was interested just as an enthusiast to know, a little bit more about the company and stuff like that. And so I have a little bit of a pro sound background too. I used to do wedding DJ stuff for a little while when I was a teenager. And so it was kind of interesting to find out that AudioControl was started by Greg Mackey, like from Mackey Speakers, Mackey Mixing Boards, if you've ever seen any of that stuff at a concert or anything like that. So he's actually the one that started AudioControl back in '77. And then in the 80s, 85, Tom Walker was the owner that took over. And then in 2011 is when Alex took over, and he's the current owner and CEO of AudioControl.
Wow.
Actually, Anton just brought up an interesting point that I had completely forgotten about. Is the cop
he's talking about Spike?
Talking about what?
Spike.
The guy.
Spike, the little guy. The little guy that looks like he's from the 80s on our packaging and then some of the manuals and stuff.
Oh, all the funny text and comments and stuff.
Yep, the manuals are one of my favorite parts. They're
fantastic.
Yeah, they're one of the few product manuals out there that you actually want to read, right? Which is kind of cool. But the little mascot guy, whatever you want to call him, his name is Spike.
Oh,
so
there you go.
We have a Spike mascot in the front office. He's wearing whatever, an AudioControl t-shirt. He's got that Zach Morris haircut thing going on. So
trying to pull up a picture of it.
I was just about to say, can you pull up a picture?
Yeah.
of it?
I have one on my computer. I could share screen and do it.
Yeah.
Try that.
Here.
It never works for me, but maybe you're more computer savvy than I.
Pull it up real quick and see if it works. Okay, so I've got the picture.
It's not tough to be more computer savvy than I.
Yeah.
If I hit share screen, let's just try it.
Yeah, something.
Are you allowed to see a screen? Yeah.
It never works.
It's because you don't know what's going on.
I can't see it. Maybe the people can see it.
He didn't do it yet. There he goes.
There you go. There's Spike.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey now.
There he is.
That is some old school stuff right there. I'll tell
I
you.
actually just cut this out of one of our manuals the other day. So
No, that's dude. That's so sick. You need.
Isn't that funny?
How is it? How is it that I don't own a T-shirt with Spike on it already? Like that needs to be a thing.
I'm not sure. We actually have. I found in the archives here these old jean jackets from like the 80s, and they have Spike like embossed into the back.
Yes.
Of the jacket. Oh, they're fantastic.
I need one immediately.
If they were bigger, I would totally wear one. There's only mediums left up there, so they're all tiny, and they're like super acid washed jean, like really light jean jackets. They're fantastic.
So, for chicks, obviously.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So.
The chicks love the jeans.
Chicks dig Spike, cuz.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of our products even say "chicks dig it" on the PC board.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, if you open up like an LC, I think it's an LC6, LC7i, some of them up in the corner on the board itself, it'll say "chicks dig it."
Wow.
See, that's what's cool. Like, just do fun stuff like that. Like, let's get back to fun. Let's get back to having fun. You know, it doesn't have to be serious stuff.
Yeah, I used to try to remind my guys of that when I was in retail. Like, look, yes, what we do is important. Yes, all of this is important, and we all love what we do. And yes, it's about making money and it's a business and this and that. But at the same time, like, it's car audio, man. Like, this is supposed to be fun. Let's have fun while we do it. You know, we're not supposed to, like, it's not open heart surgery. Like, take it so seriously. It's still car audio at the end of the day.
Like the first guy that turned up his system all the way and he's like, you know what? This ain't enough.
Yeah.
I need 2 more speakers back there. Like, that guy was the most badass guy you can think of. Like, that guy he just want to party.
Right.
That's all it's about.
I just like to party.
Yeah, I just want to party just a little bit.
Well, Andy mentioned in the comments even the picks. He's talking about the little guitar picks. We have AudioControl guitar picks that we throw in with a lot of our products, and they're so that you can set the like the EQ or crossover adjustment or whatever little dials it might have. The crossover or the picks fit right in there so that you can.
Jeez.
It's pretty cool. Little things like that make.
I mean,
right.
I would have appreciated a pick, even though I don't need one, because my crossover's set now.
Yeah, yours is permanently set.
Yeah, mine. Yeah. Not permanently. I can change the module.
Yeah.
And y'all did get that module. I asked Josh. I was like, "Yo, I need this." Like yesterday, like finals this weekend. I got to have it. He goes, "All right, man, we got you. So it got here in plenty of time. It got here.
Anytime Fade calls, it's absolutely day of. I need.
It has to be 100%. I got to have it.
Like
right
walk
now.
out to the shipping department right now and put it in somebody's hands with labels.
I get it, man. I'm the king of that. Like, these guys are already learning here that I'm the one that walks in the back. Is like, so I have this guy and he needs this thing and it's got to happen right now. And the shipping guy just rolls his eyes at me, but he always makes it happen, you know. But yeah, and it's one of those things where like where my desk is, I can hear the tech support guys like kind of behind me, and so I'll hear people call in every day like, oh, I lost the little 4-pin connector to my whatever 2XS or to my whatever product it is they have from 30 years ago, and we still have them. We still have the connectors, and we always get them out to them. And like, you know, if we look up and see that the guy was a good customer or whatever, like sometimes they'll even just toss them to you for free or, you know, whatever it is. So it's cool little things like that people remember, and like, you know, that stuff makes an impact. It's
the smallest things, honestly, that can like embed that into people's brains.
Mm-hmm.
Especially nowadays.
Oh, what?
Like you said, the manuals are just a fun little, you know, it's just a silly, stupid little thing. I mean, I was reading one of them the other day. It said clam scented DSP. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's funny. I mean, I got a chuckle out of it while I was reading it, at least. And it's little stuff like that.
I would be amazing at writing funny manuals. Yeah. Oh man,
yeah,
I need that job.
Here in house, like one of the guys here does it. So
that's it.
Yeah.
I was reading. I could get by on enough audio control info in my head from right now, but I had to read the about us on the website, and it mentioned, you know, we're not a huge company, but we're not a small company. Mm-hmm. So what's the employee range for audio control totality?
So we have 2.
That's a cool word.
Locations basically here in Washington. So the one that I'm sitting at right now is basically headquarters or whatever you want to call it, just north of Seattle. This is where most of the corporate offices are. Here's where all the final assembly and stuff like that's done. And then we also have a facility on the eastern side of the state that does a lot of our like circuit board assembly and stuff like that for us. So, we have about 50 employees that are just in production. And then we've got, rough numbers, maybe another 20 or so that are in, administration or corporate offices, that sort of thing. So probably, 60, 70 people total company, something like that. So just like the About Us page says, we're not huge, but we're not tiny either. It's a pretty, in my opinion, it's a pretty good place to be. Not the biggest guy, but not the littlest either. So,
right.
That is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bigger than I would have thought, honestly. I mean,
that's what she said.
No, and it's
hey, I gotta laugh.
It's cool to be able to walk in the back and watch them like putting together an LC2i. I can walk back there and watch them assembling one and testing it, and see it go into a box and all that stuff. And it's cool to be able to see that here. 20 feet from my desk, walk back there and see that. But because we're a U.S. company and we do all the engineering and all that stuff here, we have like crazy good quality control. The testing that happens before a product goes out is, I don't know, it's different than anybody else's that I've ever seen anyway. So it makes for happier customers and like way less product returns. We don't really see stuff come back that often. And we're one of the few places that we can actually fix it. Like we still have guys that send stuff in from 25 years ago just to have it cleaned up or checked out real quick. And
oh wow,
yeah, and it happens every day. Like guys they're in love with some legacy product that they never want to get rid of, and they'll send it in and have us clean it up and make sure everything's still good and test it, ship it back to them. And yeah, we have people that do that every day.
That's a part of your story there actually leads me to my next question is like, how much of it is done there or in-house or whatever? Like, is it just, is everything assembled there? Or do y'all order everything overseas or?
Yeah. And so I'm not trying to mislead and say like we're a, U.S. manufacturer. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that we build every single thing here in-house, because honestly, these days there's no way that you could do that. But I can tell you that the majority of it is done here. Without going through every single product and telling you specifically what happens with each one, I can tell you that the majority of it happens here. There are some things that have to happen overseas, obviously, but that's, I think, true with just about any company these days.
So there's actually like soldering and going on back there.
Yeah. Yep. I can walk back there and watch some of the ladies in production sitting there soldering away all day long. They also have solder baths because they still do some of the through-hole PC boards.
It's always chicks, Skip.
Yeah,
it's always women that are doing the soldering. You ever notice that?
Yeah, you ever seen that meme pic of that chick holding the actual barrel of the soldering?
Yes, I've seen that one.
I think that was taken at AC headquarters.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's the gold standard, though. If y'all soldering stuff there, it's made there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm serious. Like, we have to have, like...
Not just bolting stuff down or screwing stuff.
Right.
You're making chemistry.
That's right. You're melting shit.
Yeah, you're melting stuff onto stuff.
It's
basically damn it, what is that stupid word for a foundry? It's basically a foundry.
It's a foundry. It's an AudioControl foundry.
AudioControl foundry.
Yeah.
Kiln.
Can you change the name? I know.
Yeah. Over in the comments there too, someone's asking. So the product line, there's amps, processors, EQs, line drivers, Yeah. So for car audio, it's pretty much an entire lineup. Everything, more or less everything, but head units, speakers, and subwoofers.
Who the hell needs
everything
a head unit anymore, though? Honestly,
right?
Like
Pretty
beat
much.
it. Yeah. Honestly, like
me. I'm dead on streaming. I can't do it. I need a USB plugged into something controlling everything. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Your phone.
No, I don't have music on my phone. I got it on a USB stick.
Okay. So put it on your phone.
Nah, I ain't doing it.
I know it sounds like a lot of work.
It is for new phones. You can't just like open the file manager and be like drag.
Oh no, because that's how you do it on iTunes.
No, it's not at all.
No?
Yeah, but you got to buy those. Who buys music anymore? Get out of here.
Do you really? No.
Yes.
I have these things that are called compact discs.
Yeah, shut up, dude.
Although this one's Kung Fu.
Oh God, who has that? Yeah, who has CDs anymore? Joe Price in the building. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so everything from the tip to the butt.
So I mean, it used
I
to
don't-
be that we
I
just
don't-
made everything
It's
to
a
make
horrible
everybody else's
analogy.
products sound good, or to make everybody else's amplifiers sound good. Now we make our own amplifiers as well.
Well, you guys are like I mean, if you think about OEM integration, that's you. Like that's the first person or first company that comes to mind is OEM integration. And I don't know, but I have honestly zero idea. But if I had to guess, and I'm going to guess, and Skip's going to guess right after me, the LC2I is probably 94% of y'all's sales.
Yeah.
It's definitely a huge selling part for us. I mean, as far as the percentage, I don't know that off the top of my head, but I do know that it's like
open a spreadsheet right there.
Go get to accounting. Go to accounting and get them to pull
the
up
files on my laptop.
I need to know right now.
Post on Facebook tomorrow.
The LC2I is like the world's best-selling active high-to-low converter. You know,
that thing,
as it should be,
It's ubiquitous. The thing is insane.
I don't know what that word means, Fade.
I hate it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's
everyone. I have like 5. I shit you not.
That's
I have
retarded.
5 of those in my garage.
So, yeah, and I mean, besides all the like the LC2I stuff, I mean, we have something pretty much for every like scenario of OEM integration. So from the simplest like LC2I to the guy that needs signal summing but doesn't want to do a DSP, or he wants signal summing.
What's signal summing?
Oh, I was gonna ask, but I didn't want to sound dumb. I thought you knew what it was, Fade.
I know.
But okay, I don't know.
I'm gonna let Matt explain.
Okay, so for those that don't know, so you take a car, let's say that has factory speakers in the top dash, factory speakers in the front doors, and factory speakers in the back doors, and those front dash speakers only play, say, 3,000 hertz and up, and the front doors play 3,000 to 250, and let's say the back doors play 250 and down. Okay, let's just say. Well, if that's the case, how are you going to get full range signal to run your aftermarket amplifier and power, your system? So what signal summing is you're going to take in all 6 of those channels, let's say, sum them all together to get full range signal, and you're going to output it as channels of full range audio. Now you can feed those into your aftermarket amplifiers and do whatever you want with it. And that's signal summing in a nutshell, anyway.
Dude, you just blew everyone's mind.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Because
I don't catch it the first time ever.
No, well, these days everything is rolled off. Like everything is rolled off, which is why Acubase or whatever it's called is so important or
popular. I could give you another example. So DQ61, right? So this little guy is going to take in high level.
It's not real little, but
right.
God, I love knobs.
6 channels of input.
Pause.
And 6 channels of output, but this will sum those together. So again, if you're just trying to get RCA outs, you want them clean. You also need an EQ. You also need a line driver. You also need a crossover. This does time alignment, and it does it all with knobs. So if you're a guy that wants to do time alignment, but you don't want to mess with the DSP,
I like
this little guy will do it.
I will say though that messing with knobs,
it's very cavemanish.
It is. It's super, but it's tactile.
Yeah.
It's like tuning. It's like.
But you know what? There's one thing about analog. It never resets. Like the memory is never wiped. No matter how long the battery is disconnected, those knobs will never reset themselves.
I love
to 0.
it. I actually just had to go through analog tuning for USAC finals, and it brought me back. Like it was fun, but holy shit! Like sweeping, going to the back, making a small adjustment, coming back, shutting everything down, make a sweep, do the thing, back and forth and back and forth. Like it was like fun, but oh Lord have mercy. But we don't have to do that now with your new amps, right?
Right. Yeah. So we have a whole line. We have several lines of amplifiers, and I'll kind of hold those up as we go along here. So
you're muted.
I'm muted.
No,
me. I was talking and I'm retarded.
So we have our little amplifiers, little micros.
Ooh, look at that thing.
Yeah, just a little fella. So this is a 4-channel. We have it in a 2-channel. We also have it in a mono.
How much power is that?
They're all 300 watts, whether it's the 4-channel, 2-channel, or mono. So the cool thing is, like, the really popular one is the 1.300, this little guy here.
Oh,
So the cool thing about
What?
this is an LC2I and a 300 watt amp in one
Oh.
box.
Oh,
So this has an LC2I built into it, and it's not a whole lot. If I can get it all in the
that's
image here.
crazy.
what
Not a
about the
whole
four
lot
channel?
bigger, smaller, right? What's
Is the
that?
four does the four channel have the LC2I built in?
Is it better like that, Fade?
It does not. So just the mono here. So the mono has AccuBass built in basically, but all of them will take high level input. So in that way, they all have high level input on them. But the one channel has, or the mono has, the AccuBass built in as well, which is designed to help compensate for bass roll off. So, you know, if you have one of those stereos that as you turn up the volume, it decreases the bass, like a lot of those like Chevys and stuff from the early 2000s.
Everything.
Yeah, that's what AccuBass is for, is to compensate for that. But so yeah, I mean, you've got a 300 watt amp, you've got an LC2I, it's got a port for a bass knob, it takes high level input, and it's all in one little box. Does 300 watts RMS at 2 ohm. It's a pretty cool, you know, I mean, it's a pretty cool little package for something small that is, you know, generally going to sell for under 300 bucks. So
Nice.
Can you see that question on the screen?
Let's see.
So basically, you have an undefeatable subsonic, is what he's asking.
You can't turn it off.
That and that's right. Pretty much all of the audio control products, depending on the products, is either 30 hertz or 25. And it is he's right at 12 dB. That is correct. So they basically have a subsonic filter built into them, is more or less what they have.
Why?
You know, I've heard a few different explanations of why, depending on who you talk to. In the newer DSP products going forward, it'll be defeatable because we get asked all the time for guys that want, you know, more at that sub 20 hertz range. I think when a lot of these products were originally brought up, there was really no reason to not do it. And they're assuming, okay, well, let's help protect gear. You know, guys are going to see less blown speakers. We're going to see less comebacks, that sort of thing. And to their point, they're not wrong. I mean, that filter does do that. But nowadays there is also some music that's obviously got information lower than 25, 30 hertz in it. Now, obviously, if you know anything about crossovers too, just because a song has information in the song that's at 25 hertz and we have a filter at 25 or 30 hertz, doesn't mean your system's not going to play that. It just means it's going to be reduced, right? It's only a 12 dB slope too. It's not like it's a 24 dB, crossover point. So
yeah, being old school, like everything used to be sealed back in the day, and like their subsonics weren't even a thing. So why the built-in subsonic, like without being able to defeat it, doesn't make any sense, especially since AccuBass is like centered around 40. So now you're talking about a big spike and then a slap ass drop off. It seems strange, but yeah, if you guys are,
I mean, it's not a drop off really. I mean, you think about 12 dB, that's a pretty slow slope, but to your question, I mean, I don't have a perfect answer for why that was built into them. I mean, I don't
is
know.
there anybody else in the office? Maybe we need to like beat them up a little bit. We need the accountant that's going to tell us what sales the LC2I is, an engineer, so I can up over undefeatable.
And you need some better internet.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, Jesus! Do I need to switch back?
I don't know. Just throw the whole setup away. So
what am I supposed to do here?
Is the audio control amplifier, is that a new? Is that like just last year y'all came out with those? Y'all have always had
mini amps are fairly new. Within the last couple of years is when they've started really pushing these. So the ACMs are the little tiny ones. Those are the ones that I just showed you guys. And then they have the LC and the D series. So the LC.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I like those 6 channels.
Those things won like some CES or CEA, somebody CES
awards there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the LC 6.12 is our 1200 watt 6 channel. So pretty much all of our amps too, if you look at any of the numbers on any of them, we don't do peak power ratings. There's no such thing here. They don't put them on the box. They're not in the manuals. There is no peak power whatsoever. So if it says it's a 6 channel 1200 watt, it's actually 1200 watts divided by 6 channels. So it's 200 watts by 6, right? So that makes everything pretty simple. But the cool thing is, like, this is a 6 channel amplifier, but it has 8 channels of high level input. So again, you can do signal summing and all that. And this is an LC series. So any of our amplifiers that start with an LC means that it does not have a DSP built into it. It means it's going to have physical, gain knobs and controls and dials and switches, right? If you grab one of our D series amplifiers,
how much does that thing cost, Matt?
The LC 612. Let's see here. Put me on the spot now too. Let's see.
Everyday Audio's price.
I always remember the the cost prices. I don't usually remember.
You can throw that. You can throw that out there.
Hey,
throw that out there.
Yeah, right.
Bruh,
LC,
dude,
LC
Drew just said that something that I was thinking about. For
Somebody said it. Somebody said it a long time
10
earlier.
minutes.
Jesse Mystics. Do you know Sundown Audio?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
bang! Clip it! Clip it!
I know the brand, but I don't know
oh my God! Have you ever seen?
That was awesome.
That was that's meme where the guy.
Yeah, that was amazing. I'm clipping that and posting it later if that's all right with you. It'll be hilarious. No, the owner of Sundown Audio, y'all look similar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty similar. And I've been thinking it this whole time, and a couple of people said it in the chat.
I remember hearing a story about him. He's like a younger guy that started that whole thing, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Okay. I remember like reading a story in CE Outlook about him or something like that. So, but I've never met him or don't know him.
No, you don't want to.
No, don't worry about it.
There's nothing there.
There's
no story.
There's nothing to investigate. Move along. All
right. What were we talking
Sorry.
about? 1200.
That's what my job is, to derail relevant conversation.
Very.
So the D series have the DSP built into them. So like this one, I don't have the cover on it. You'll see there's basically no dials, controls, knobs, or anything on there because you're going to do it all through the DSP software. So our DSP software runs on pretty much anything: Mac, PC, iPhone, Android.
As a Mac user, I appreciate that. Is it
I
Bluetooth?
know, me too. It can be done either way. You can do it through USB or through Bluetooth.
Yes.
Do you need a Bluetooth dongle?
Yes, so we have a Bluetooth dongle.
Rip.
The cool thing is the dongle does everything. So you can use it for, tuning one of the amplifiers. You can use it for streaming. You can plug it into a DSP and use it for that.
Streaming's good. That way you don't even need a head unit, Skip.
Exactly. So a lot of guys will do the 6-channel, plug in the Bluetooth chip, and then stream straight to it, and you don't need a head unit.
Do you have a processed out for the sub amp?
Yes. Yep. So there's an output on there as well, RCA out, and then you can control that output within the DSP software.
Are these all Class D, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Then,
Which control do we have? 31 band metric. What's going on there?
Sorry, what was the question?
In the DSP ones, you have 30. What do you got? 31 bands, 10 bands, 12.
You can select what you want. So you can have, I think it's 10 band, 14 band, or 30 band. Or you can do split as well if you want to do it independently for each channel.
There you go, man. That's like,
looks like it's a little under $700 on Amazon for that 1200 for the 1200.6.
Yep, $769 is what Mac.
Yeah, that's what's on. That's what's on Crutchfield.
Yep.
So for the unprocessed, not non-DSP.
Yeah.
And then for the processed version, you're going to be about $10.99.
So not bad because you get.
Yeah, look what you get
for the 6-channel.
Pardon?
Is there a 6-channel DSP version? Is that what you're talking about?
I was talking about.
Oh, okay, so for a 6-channel amp that does how many watts per channel at 4?
At 4, you're 125. At 2, you're 200.
So 125 by 6 with an 8-channel DSP for about $1,000.
Yep.
That's pretty solid right there. With Bluetooth.
With a 5-year warranty. Keep in mind, everything from AudioControl has a 5-year warranty.
5-year warranty.
Yep. It's installed by a AudioControl
made in the USA, and
these are made in the USA too. These are soldered in the USA.
Parts of them are.
Yeah,
So
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Anything.
I'll take any of it.
Say no more.
Anything.
If somebody's heating up stuff
Seriously.
on a board, it's
Look,
made.
If somebody's putting stickers on them here.
Yeah, stickers. Somebody's ironing vinyl on the
Give me something, man. Come on, give me something.
That was funny.
To answer one of the questions, is the Epicenter going to still be in some of the mono blocks or no longer? The Epicenter amps are discontinued when the LC amps came out. So the Epicenter amps, that's where we started out with amplifiers. Is we had an Epicenter 600 and an Epicenter 1200, just monos, no multi-channels. That was our first kind of foray into amplifiers. And then we discontinued those when we came out with the LCs. The LCs have a little bit more power because we have a 1.800 and a 1.1500. So they're more powerful amplifiers. They have Accubase built into them, but they do not have the epicenter circuitry built into them anymore. It wasn't as popular as people might think it is. The couple of people that ask for it all the time, I think, are in the minority, unfortunately. And it's not terribly difficult to still buy an epicenter and put it in line, right? I mean, it's pretty.
Whoever made the original epicenter is a madman. I love it. Right? Just hey, this old music ain't got enough bass. I need a knob to turn.
That thing has been around for over 20
years.
Yes.
That's the only thing I had. I had a overdrive and I had the epicenter in one system. Oh my god!
I've got those sitting right here.
I don't want to make myself look like an ass right now.
You are. Yes, the god. That is the greatest thing y'all ever came up with. I'm sorry, it just is.
Yeah, it's a cool piece. And then they started to make the.
You know what epicenter is?
Dash, which is kind of cool too.
Faye, you don't know what an epicenter is?
That's it. That's what.
Oh, the meter one.
Yes.
Yeah, so the in-dash has 160 dB SPL.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I need that. Do y'all still sell those?
Yeah. Yep.
Shut up. I need one immediately. I probably just clipped my mic. I need one of the. How much is that thing?
Epicenter in-dash.
I just want this meter in. I don't give a shit about the rest of the.
In-dash goes for about $249.
And it does what? It's a EQ,
it's 160
right?
dB mic.
A bass EQ.
So it's got that built into it, and then you've also got the bass restoration in there.
Yes.
So what Epicenter basically does is looks upstream in your music. So it's going to look up to about 1,000 hertz and look for, basically what's the last bass frequency that there is, and then it's going to, I call it inject bass below that last frequency. So with a lot of music that doesn't have a ton of bass, like classic rock or like a lot of the Hispanic music just doesn't have much bass in it natively, this will inject bass back into that.
Bass injection.
Bass injection.
That needs to be like a.
It comes with a syringe.
Yes.
Yeah. They call it bass restoration, but I like to say that.
Dude, listen. I need you to go back and after you talk to the accountants, I need you to go back to engineering, fuss them for not the subsonic, and then tell them we need that half-in in-dash thing, but we need it in voltmeter style, right? We don't want a half-in. We just want voltmeter style, like about that big, whatever, couple inches by a couple inches, just the dB part.
Just an SPL meter, just by itself?
Just the SPL meter, yes.
And you want it in a half-in?
No. I just want it
you just want it by itself?
Yes.
Oh.
Like a little. You're muted, Skip. Just like a voltmeter. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to drop any names here.
Voltmeters that are like.
I said I didn't want to drop any names here.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, like 2x2 or whatever the crap.
Yeah.
3x2.
I got you.
Can you do that?
No.
I'm sure we could.
Yes, you can. Make that happen immediately and call it the T-Fade Audio. Everyday Audio's Control.
Yeah, because this one has the SPL meter in it, but it also acts as a voltmeter too. You can switch it between the two. You can change the color of it. There's all sorts of cool shit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you had me changing colors.
Me too.
I'm a sucker for changing colors.
Dude, voltage and decibels.
No,
like chop all that other shit off of it. Chop half of that, all that other shit, and just give me voltage and decibels.
Yeah.
Well, you could just turn down the epicenter part and just use it as voltage and decibels.
Yeah.
Where the crap am I gonna find a half-in spot in my dash? I got other shit to do, man.
You could go super old school and mount it under your dash.
Yeah, like a CB radio.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
With some nice little L brackets, or like
the L's just screwed into the
backstrap.
Oh my god!
Some silver backstrap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're taking me back, dude.
No.
These people don't know nothing about Spark-O-Matic. You're definitely not old enough to know anything about Spark-O-Matic there, Jacob. He's like great value Jacob Fuller up in here.
Somebody's asking me to hold this thing back up. I'll get it close there. So
let me see.
Can you find a picture on the internet of that thing actually working?
Yeah, if you go to our website and you click on, like, down at the bottom of each product page, there's like the owner's manuals and all that stuff. There's also some little, I think they call them cell sheets or something like that, and it tells a little bit more about it and has like pictures of it working and that sort of thing.
So can you adjust the K factor? Is that a thing?
The K factor?
What did they used to do, Skip? I don't know.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. They don't do that anymore. Oh, you mean no? That's on the other. What's the other
the
meter
AC
y'all
mic.
have? Yeah. What's the other? The other is it the true RTA mic or something y'all have?
No, the
I know.
AC mic
It's the
used to
Epic
be-
160. Epic 160. Is that what it's called?
That's what he's holding in his hand.
No, he's not. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. Chill
What
out.
is that?
I don't know.
What's that you're holding in your hand?
I don't
This
know.
is the epicenter in dash, otherwise known as the Epic 160.
Nah, that's
exactly.
not it.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Let
I'm
me
talking about
look it up.
the official meter that everyone used to use.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Oh. Are you talking about like the SA3050?
I don't know what the crap it's
Let me-
called. The
wait, let me
term
look it up.
lab before the term lab.
Like the benchtop SPL RTA.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. SA 3050 too.
Yep. That's the classic.
No.
and you can adjust that one.
Yeah, that's the one you could boost 10 dBs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you change pretty much everything on it.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you do that to the Epic 160?
Oh, so that you can just inflate the score?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I need people to
No.
know.
I'm like, wait, what are you trying to accomplish?
We're not above
Okay.
cheat. We're not above cheating
We're
here,
not
sir.
I
above cheating
understand.
demos
I get
here.
it now.
Yeah. We want people to say we got a 160 dB demo
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
Got it.
not have to achieve it, really.
Just
Keep
like-
up, Matt.
I see how it is. You're just trying to cheat now. Okay.
Yeah, right.
That's what we do around here.
Yeah.
Subsonic Audio says he needs an epicenter specifically for Spanish music. Since
Yeah,
you said
they're,
Spanish
they're-
music has no bass.
It's true, man. You talk to anybody that listens to that type of music, and they will tell you that there is not a lot of music or not a lot of bass in that type of music.
There's a lot of mid bass though. Jeez.
a lot of mid bass, a lot of horns.
A
A lot of horns.
A lot
But
of
no.
tss.
Seriously, like the epicenter products sell incredibly well in Texas, California, Arizona. You know, I mean,
Racist.
I'm telling you, for the
it's not. That is not racist.
you
I'm
stupid
just
fade.
kidding, I'm just kidding.
For the longest, like there was two people that used to use the epicenter and nobody knew what they were doing. I don't know if you remember him, Tommy McKinney, King of Bass. Familiar, Matt? No.
King of Fail.
Yeah, or Steel City Sounds. I'm dating myself on that one. He was on Realm of Excursion. Matt, anything? Realm of
Okay,
Excursion?
I'm familiar with Realm of Excursion.
All right, there we go. We got one.
There we go.
That's
Hey,
all that
we got
matters.
one.
But man, Matt, both of them used to play songs that had nothing bass in them at all, but they had an epicenter. And it just like everybody was like, man, what version of that song do you have? And I'm like,
Right.
for the longest, nobody knew what it was. They thought it was some kind of secret version of the song, like remastered. It's like, no, they just had a knob that they cranked it up, and it was just like they used to play Billie Jean and do hair tricks. Man,
Yes,
that that thing is just cool, man.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
still
yeah.
cool.
Ace
Well,
of
and it's one of
them.
those things where like people think that it's only applicable to certain types of music or whatever.
No.
but there's certain cars too that just don't have any bass output. I was traveling around Arizona about a month ago with one of our reps down there, and he has a like 2018 Honda Accord, and that car from the factory radio like doesn't put out any information under like 50 hertz or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the cutoff was.
That's
but,
common.
yeah, and it was like, I mean, literally nothing. And so he has an epicenter in there just to restore those frequencies that are lower because there's just nothing there. He's using our other amplifiers, you know, as well. But yeah, he just, you know, had that in the loop as well. And just a tiny little turn of the knob was really all it takes on most songs to get what you're looking for. So.
And a lot of people used to think it was like it was just clipping a signal, but if you did it on songs that had like bass already, it just didn't do nothing. It just
Right. I mean, and if it's adjusted properly, they work
Right.
great. You know, yeah, if
Right.
you take the knobs on it and rail them both all the way up,
Yeah,
yes, of course, it's
yeah.
not going to sound good, right? You're going to
Yeah.
launch some woofers, but
yeah, it's gonna be a little muddy.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, this Rick says used epicenters all over the place in Dallas, Fort Worth. Yes, they are super. popular.
Yeah, see, Fade?
Looks like Matthew Massey's a little late to the conversation. Yeah, we already talked about Chicks Dig It and the.
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
there
someone-
anybody left in the office?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people here.
Yeah. Oh, we might need to make a parade through here and just like interview every single person left in the office. What do you do?
I could take my laptop and walk around and give you guys a tour. or
Actually,
something.
could you? That would
Yeah,
be
it probably
awesome.
wouldn't be great quality since I'll be shakily holding a laptop.
That's
but-
all right. That's all right. Hey, give us a little tour.
Whatever you want to try, sir.
No, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not going to be able to see very well what I'm showing you though, because there's only the camera on.
That's all right. Who's that person? Who are these people behind you?
Those are engineers back there. Those are guys working on stuff.
Look at them.
That's secret stuff. That's secret stuff there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
secret.
Bring your
I can
thing
tell.
closer so we can see what they're working on.
We also do a whole bunch of custom install home audio, home theater products. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh,
really?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so we do like our own line of home audio amplifiers, receivers, home theater receivers, that sort of thing. So we're doing some remodeling here too. So you're going to see a bunch of like painting and like building a theater room there in the back, so you can kind of see some of the remodeling stuff going on here. But
I like under construction because that means y'all are growing.
It's growth.
Doing cool shit.
Exactly. So we don't do like home theater products that you're going to go find in Best Buy. We do home theater products that you're going to find in like a football player's home, right?
Wow.
So when like
wealth, wealth
is home theater.
So
yeah.
humble brag.
Yeah, a little humble. Jesus, like we're all everybody.
Fuck out of here, Best Buy.
Well, Best Buy does do some of our car products, so I'm not
even
trash. But
not even a Magnolia Best Buy.
Yeah, for real.
Not even a Magnolia.
No. All of our home theater and custom install products are direct. We don't do any of them through distribution or retail.
Piss off, Best Buy. Stop calling.
If it's a retailer,
it's going to cost me to get into
like
some AC HT.
It'd be like an independent retailer if they're doing our home audio stuff. So
what would it cost me to get into AudioControl home theater?
What's that?
Just give me a to get
Fade, your internet is ass.
I'm just wondering.
I mean, if you wanted like one of our receivers, let's say like a powered receiver, you're going to spend, I don't know, somewhere between $2,500 and $5,500 to start.
Oh, it's not bad. All right, what are we looking at right here?
So behind me is kind of the warehouse and some of the manufacturing facilities back there. So you're going to see racks and racks of stuff all over the place.
Racks and racks.
I'm just doing a little, just doing a little spin around here so you can see all sorts of stuff back there.
I like it.
There's still.
Show me one of the workstations.
So
yeah. Show me this person. Is that a person?
Yep.
They can't hear us though.
He's working on home audio products of some sort there, but.
Hey, if you looked up who lives in Seattle, that guy's picture would come up right now.
100% of the time.
1,000%.
Oh my god.
Who lives in Seattle? That guy's there holding his thumb up.
Do y'all not have heat in the warehouse?
Let's
Everybody
see.
there's wearing a beanie.
Look at that! Look, soldering stations.
There it is.
Yep.
Did he
please?
Hey, did he longboard to work today?
Probably. Well, no, it's the Seattle area, so it would be like what, public transportation?
Oh, like one of those
or a Prius or something.
Yeah, he definitely Prius to work.
Settle down. I have an EV.
He Uber Prius to work. Oh, look at those boards.
Wait, back up. We saw PCBs.
Yep.
Oh,
damn, there you go, Phil. That's some small ones.
Look, just snap the Epic 160s in half. Just give me voltage and decibels.
Let's see here. So here is racks and racks of stuff.
Racks on racks. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, it's fantastic.
Let's see here. Look at that. Wait. Let's see if I can get it in the screen.
Knobs.
There's it.
Wait.
Epic and Dash.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you
Look
put
at
them on
stack
full
of them
screen.
getting ready to be built and assembled.
I can't do that. I don't think. Nah. I can only do me.
So here is a epicenter before it's all put together. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff down there. And over here,
I can.
Oh my god, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm fucking amazing.
Yeah, so here's some of the testing stations where they test some of the stuff before it goes out the door. Here's some of the guys that do some of the repairs or cleanup work on stuff that comes in. So
this is awesome.
Kind of a messy tour, but it'll work, I guess.
No, it's awesome. It's better than Kicker.
Yeah, y'all internet is infinitely better than Kicker. We had a show with Kicker Tour, and it was like, oh god,
it was worse than my internet.
Oh man, there it is right there. The god, and it's
yes.
Everyone take a moment and just like kneel.
Overdrives down there on the end.
Dang. Oh, I do have those. Those are fire.
Look at all that.
I just want to play with it.
Me too.
Oh, right
Dude,
up center.
it's such old school trunk mounted goodness. I can't
Yeah.
even stand
Yep.
it.
It's good stuff. Let's see. We can walk over here towards the home area. See some of the stuff we've done.
Look at that. That looks expensive.
That's a
as
monster. Yeah, that
shit.
does. I feel like my credit score just dropped
It's
looking at that.
just looking at it.
Yeah, just looking at it, my credit was. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, I love all the bins.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Soldering gun. I seen it.
Yep.
A
Dude, there's
multimeter.
like oscilloscopes everywhere in this
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. We're not messing around.
No.
How big is this trend? Do you have
What's that?
the
You cut out
footage?
for a second.
How big is the warehouse?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. Big? If I go up to the stairs, you can
Huge.
probably see
Is it? Listen, we judge.
better view.
Listen, we
Huge.
judge everything on this show in sundowns. So are you?
I don't know
Are
how
you?
big a sundown
more
He
or
doesn't
less
even
than
know who that
sundown?
is. He doesn't know who that is.
I know who it is, but I don't know
Nah,
how
I don't
big
know.
a sundown is.
Just say you never heard of them.
Robert said that other dude. He definitely rode to work on a fixie bicycle with no brakes.
I don't know what that is. You're dating
So
yourself,
here's
dude.
No,
the burn-in
I'm
rack where they
definitely not.
burn in some of the home audio goodness before.
Wait,
it
what
goes
are we
out the door.
doing? Like breaking it
burn-in.
in? Like breaking it in?
Exactly.
What? I didn't
How
know
long
that
do
was a
y'all
thing.
burn it in?
That's a good question. I'm not a home audio guy, so I don't know off the top of my head, but I can tell you that those resistors are probably really hot.
Yeah. Touch it.
Let's
Touch it.
see here. So
Touch it.
let's go back.
Wait, what did...
If I stand up on this ladder thing, you can probably see how big it is. Let's
All right. Do you have a... Somebody wants to know, do you have a DM RTA on hand? I don't know.
I do.
Oh. All right,
So
King
there's a pretty
Travis.
good view.
All right.
There we
Okay.
go.
And that's part of it. So
This is just like warehouse slash.
That's a working shop there too.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
this
like
is where a lot of the assembly and soldering and stuff's done. And then there's a whole nother section that has like all of the warehouse part for shipping and receiving and all that, and then all the offices up front. So
Does the owner come in every day there?
yes, he does. His office
Oh.
is just a few feet from mine.
Is he still
It's on my
there?
desk.
Just bust in.
I don't know if he's still there.
Do it. Do it.
Here's the
Do it.
back
Don't get this man fired.
rack.
You ran out of the Wi-Fi range.
Oh, you're out of Wi-Fi range.
No, wait, there you go.
Okay.
Oh,
Racks
man.
and racks.
Just
Goods. Stacks on stacks of it.
wow.
Sorts of goodies. Let's go.
So is this the main storage also?
In the back
Or is that-
there, it's like finished goods that are ready to ship, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the other spot you said y'all had? What was that?
In Spokane, which is over on the east side of our state, couple like 3-4 hours away.
And what do they do? What's their
So they do a lot of like the actual pre-assembly of the boards.
Mhm.
So sometimes depending on the product, we just do some of the final assembly here. Some of it's pre-assembled over in Spokane. Just depends on which product it is, how much of it's done here, and how much of it's done over there. So then we'll let's see, step out front here.
it's a no frills workhouse. I love it.
So
Do you have a cappuccino machine?
Of course we do.
Yes.
Here's the front offices. Like I said, we're getting painted right now, so I mean it's kind of a mess up here. But
What is that behind?
Well, yeah,
you?
what is those huge knobs
Hold
back
up,
there?
hold up.
yeah, we have some cool artwork.
Oh,
Oh
So
my
the
god.
guy that does like our website and a lot of our media stuff also does those for us. So
That's
like the walls over
badass.
there
I
have
thought that was real for a second.
like some of our stuff over there.
That's
Big audio
gangster.
control
I like the
things.
cubicles.
Yeah.
Which one's yours?
And
He was just
I'm,
at his.
I'm back there a little bit. But
Was that was your? You have an office?
No, I just have a desk out here.
Okay.
but This is the
Tell him we're gonna
one
need
of the
an
rooms
office.
we're working on. So this is going to be like a small demo theater. So this will have a lot of our home theater products in it in a big rack, so you can actually demo stuff there.
I see you're stalling going to the owner's office.
Yep.
Just make a
Don't.
beeline.
Don't do
The
don't do
owner's
that.
right over there.
Wait, is that him?
That's Alex sitting at the desk waving.
All right, go in there. Let's talk to him real quick.
Don't do that.
All right.
What the hell?
No, don't do that.
What the shit, man?
That's my desk right there.
Hey.
Oh, he got a bigger desk than the owner.
Yeah, he does. You know who?
Let's see here. So you wanted to see a DMRTA or somebody?
Yes, somebody asked that on the yeah.
Okay, let's go grab one.
He doesn't know these questions or answers. Third Era, is the DMRTA ever going to get reduced in price, or have a better mic included and have Bluetooth dongle?
You want too much. You want too much. Third Era.
First of all, what the crap is a DMRTA?
Well, I'm going to show you what a DMRTA is as soon as I can find them. And then they don't come with a microphone at all. So as far as coming with a better microphone, they don't come with a mic. You buy your own mic.
Yeah, pussy. I'm joking. Third Era. Don't beat me up with your flex weights.
I've got one out in my car, but I'm going to car at the moment.
Is that his or mine?
His.
Okay, just making sure.
It's never mine. Just for
100% it's never yours.
I'm hardwired.
Okay, let's see. Let's set this down.
Who wanted to see it?
Yeah,
Thanks,
funny
Rick.
little things like
All right, so
even DMRTA,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Wait.
Stand by. Okay, there we go.
I'm so excited. I figured this out.
Me too.
An Apple Watch.
Okay, you guys still there?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's the DMRTA.
What the hell is it?
So this is the ultimate test tool for techs doing, especially guys doing like OEM integration. This is a oscilloscope, a RTA, a voltage meter, a polarity checker, and an SPL meter all in one box.
No shit.
So let that sink in for a second. Mic input over there, you can use the mic that you used to use with that SA 3052, 3050, whichever one you're using. Pretty much any XLR mic will work with it, but of course we sell microphones too that'll work directly in there. And then this is going to have all of the inputs and outputs that you could pretty much dream up. So as you can see, RCA, you've got 1/4-inch balanced ins, RCA in and out, and then digital here. So we have digital coax, digital optical, and USB, and then speaker level input. So the idea is you're going to feed, like, let's say speaker level input into this little plug here, and then using the software that we provide for free, you'd be able to see what those signals look like on an RTA or measure the voltage of those signals. So if you want to see if something's pre-crossed over coming out of that factory radio, you can see it on a screen. I could even, let's see, I could even do screen sharing and probably show you what the software looks like if you really want to see it. But
wow.
So some cool stuff there. And then the SPL meter that's built into it too. First question everybody's going to ask is how high does it go? The SPL meter will go basically as high as the microphone that's hooked up to it, right? So depending on which microphone you use is going to depend on how loud or how high this thing will read. Couple of other cool features, like the USB that's built into it has sine wave, square wave, and pink noise built into it. So you can hook this up to a factory radio and basically click a button on the software and feed pink noise into your system for testing.
Fade, how don't you have this thing?
Honestly, I'm asking a question.
Yeah. So then as far as like that USB goes too, something that a lot of guys don't know, that USB port stores all of that like pink noise and square wave and all that stuff info on there, but it also has about 14 gigs of free space. So if you want to just put your favorite test tracks or your 50 favorite songs or whatever on there, you can. There's room for it. So you could use a USB A to A male to male cable from this to your head unit, and now you've got your favorite test tracks with you, all your favorite test tones, whatever it is that you want to carry with you all the time. And it's all built into this. You don't have to worry about bringing a CD or that thumb drive you were talking about earlier. So
what?
So the other cool thing, this has a battery built into it. So if I press and hold the power button, this guy will turn on. It'll last for about 4 hours without being plugged into power. So if you want to go out to the parking lot and do some quick testing, it's pretty easy to do. And then it just plugs in with a little power adapter. It's 12 volts anyway. So if you want to hardwire it into a test card or
What?
something like that.
So is this meant to be installed into a car, or is this like
No,
okay?
this is something that you buy as a test tool. So this is something that a shop is going to own, or a I don't know,
Or
basically a
T-Fade.
hardcore enthusiast, I guess, whatever you want to say.
Wow.
So yeah, pretty cool product. I mean, it's something. That
How much
nobody
is that
else
thing?
has
And why don't I have one?
I know. Why don't you?
I don't know why you don't have one of these.
How much are they?
It depends on where you buy it from. Most guys are buying them for between $500 to $700, depending on where you get it.
Worth it.
Yep. I mean, if you go buy a pocket O-scope and a pocket RTA, first of all, they're going to take like AA or AAAs. The displays on them suck, and the quality of them is not that good.
You don't have to sell it to me, brother.
And they, the features wise, you just get a lot more for this. Plus, it's got a 5-year warranty on it, like everything else we do, which is cool. So it's pretty rad. I have yet to run into anybody that didn't like it. So box that back up.
Who's that back there? Who's that back there?
My man just sweeping up back there. Don't
Who's
mind
that?
him.
Probably Ryan.
Ryan!
He does.
Oh,
he can.
yeah.
You
Ryan
just
can't
yelled.
hear
You
you.
just
I
yelled in
can't
his
hear
ear.
me.
You just
Yelling
yelled in
in
his
his
ear.
Let's go talk to
He
Ryan.
just screamed.
Don't do that.
Ryan's pretty rad. He'd probably
I like
talk to us,
Ryan.
but-
If oh man, what if you'd have just caught him like surfing on that cart back there,
Oh
just
my
rolling
God.
up? He didn't know you were rolling. Oh, I'd lose it.
Oh man.
Yeah, that thing's cool.
Matt, what do you have in your personal car? Do you what kind
Sundown.
of stereo
Sundown.
do you have?
He's got
Sundown!
So the previous regular Rockford guy, so, I had Rockford amps in my car up until just not too long ago. Now I have all AudioControl amplifiers. Big surprise. So
Obviously.
I have
Brand whore.
let's see. I have a D6.12, so I have a 1200 watt 6-channel. I have a D4.8 and a LC 1.8. So fully active 3-way components, Hertz high energy components in the front, and then active Hertz 2-way components in the rear. And the LC 1.800 runs a Alpine Type X12 in a custom fiberglass box.
Lit.
That sounds like a nice system.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 10 speakers in there that are all fully active channels.
Jeez.
With a little rear
And
fill going.
who tunes it? Did you tune it yourself or?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Fade,
Look,
you
I
Fade
like
needs
the
some
of
pointers.
course.
Yeah, duh.
I like the
Come
of course
on.
part.
Avi.
That's my favorite. The of course part.
Get plugged back in here. Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was. We like
Like I
tours.
said, it's a quick, dirty little tour, but it'll work.
Quick and dirty. That's
No.
my name. Taylor, Fade, quick and dirty.
Uh,
That's how I roll.
Are you reading the comments?
I can't see the comments.
Oh, you can't
anymore
see the
for some
comments?
reason.
No, my comments are gone too.
Oh wait, let me see.
Skip must have done that.
No. What about now?
But
No. Oh, there it is.
All right.
I'm missing 117.
I just reset
Awesome.
it. I don't know.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
so let's do this. I can share my screen with you. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
gonna take
So
this banner
that's
off.
the DMRTA software. So like I was saying, got a voltage meter built in, RTA, SPL meter, polarity checker, and an O-scope.
Are those
do
the
not-
same mic, the RTA and SPL?
Yeah, so it'll use the same mic for whatever you want to do, basically. It just depends on what you choose as your input. So like RTA, you can source it up here at the top where it says unbalanced line. I can source it from the microphone or any one of the other inputs. So if you want to RTA off of speaker wires, you can. And you can see what the factory speaker or the factory signal looks like in a OEM system or whatever it is that you're dealing with.
That's clutch.
It's crazy you don't have this, Fade. Did you know this
know.
existed?
Honestly, I didn't.
And then, let's see here. So,
Is it? Wait, is it? It's not a. Oh no. Keep going. I'm sorry. I was gonna ask a dumb
SPL
question.
meter there. So there's no DMRTA hooked up to it right now. I'm just showing you the software itself. But your SPL meter shows up there.
What
Polarity checker.
mic do you use with this?
Pardon?
What mic do you use with this?
We offer several different microphones depending on what quality of microphone you want and whether you're going for SQ or SPL. Just depends. So we have everything from like a basic $70 microphone up to a $500 and something like professional mic.
Fade's a $500 mic kind of guy.
I'm a $500 mic kind of guy.
So it just depends on what you want. Or like I said, if you still have a microphone from your SA 3050 or whatever one you have, that mic will work with this.
Dude, that thing is sick. And you know what the most awesome part? Well, I mean, you get a scope built in too, which is
there's your oscilloscope.
Fantastic.
Polarity checker. When you hit start measurement, it'll start putting out the pops and clicks, and then you can just take the microphone on a cable and hold it up to each speaker, and it'll tell you if they're in phase or not, or the polarity is correct.
But that thing to be able to look at a factory signal, like that's tits. It's not something you can just do.
I mean, you can feed RCA into it or speaker level or whatever, measure the voltage of it and see, what you've got going on. See if that deck that they said is actually 5-volt preamp out. See if it's actually really 5-volt preamp outs.
I need that and an Epic 160. So there you go.
Cut in fourth.
Jeez, I need a lot of stuff. I need a lot of those things, Skippy.
What happened? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Wait, what happened to the?
He probably lost his internet.
Oh, well, you didn't seem shocked at all about it.
Screen sharing.
He cut the hard line.
Yeah, he did.
They know too much.
His boss sneaked up behind him and like, dude, that's like the.
I thought this was the 5-star. I thought this was the 5-star guy, but it's the AudioControl sales manager or something like that. Director of sales.
Yeah.
You don't know who that is.
What are you talking about? I'm not sure what you're saying.
Can you not see the comment on the screen?
The DMRT.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the name of the person.
Chris Bennett?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's director of sales at AudioControl.
Oh, sorry. No disrespect, Chris. My bad.
He's friends with you, sadly. And unfriend him now, Chris.
Oh, please. Sorry, I'm not worthy.
Oh, wait, there he is. I'm sorry.
I'm not worthy.
You're not worthy.
Sorry, guys. Lost you there for a sec.
Okay, go get Chris Bennett on the camera so I can apologize.
He already went home for the night.
He's commenting on the comments.
I saw that.
Okay. Yeah.
No, dude, his comment is one of the products is awesome. Say what?
Oh, I said he takes a ferry to and from work, which is like the most Pacific Northwest thing.
That's pretty Pacific.
So he has to leave at a specific time to go catch that ferry. So
how many beanies do you own, Chris? Chris, how many beanies do you own?
And longboards.
They don't do that at the.
Well, Chris is originally from California, though. So
so he may have some.
I'm Pacific Northwest native, so I've got a handful of beanies myself.
I don't think I own one, and I'm bald. I probably need some. I need an AudioControl beanie. I'll give you my address. We'll figure it out.
I wish we had AudioControl beanies. Maybe I'll push them to come out with.
Yeah, you know the owner. You just saw him. He waved at us. Let's make it happen.
Matt, we have Everyday Audio's beanies though.
Yeah, and we got shirts. And
if
hats.
You wanted an AudioControl beanie.
Yeah, the hat's pretty cool. I'm digging.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no.
Almost AudioControl blue.
Yeah.
We need to tell the people where we can get our stuff.
I already did that before.
Did you?
Yeah.
Probably while your connection.
Oh, while I was buffering.
Yeah. CarAudioSwag.com. Everyday Audios /Everyday Audios. Hit them up.
And like one of the live comments says, 5-star has a full walkthrough. Yeah, 5-star Car Stereo has done quite a bit with our DMRTA. They've got a really good video on walking through all of it and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. We don't like 5-star cardio.
Them and Mark at Cardio Fab just I can't get enough of their videos.
Nope. I don't like either one.
They're too good. They're like you shouldn't have that much talent.
No,
be honest with me.
Nope.
Mark at Car Audio Fab and
terrible.
Ian and Fernando are all kind of friends of AudioControl. So
they are.
Yeah. We do a lot with them.
They do.
Yeah.
I hate them. I don't like either
I
one.
do too.
They suck.
I do. They make it look too easy, and it's absolutely not. Stop. Enough.
I'm just saying. I'm serious. People out there, I'm probably kidding, but I'm not. I got real beef with both of them.
Fade, throw your whole internet away.
Also that. I got real beef with my internet and Mark and 5-star.
Yeah. They're the only two channels. Like I can't watch any more demos. I said this a million times on the show. Like demos floating hair, it just doesn't do it for me anymore. Like, give me
not the same on video as it is in person.
Yeah, right. I'll go up to a car and see it playing, but
totally.
On video, it's like, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
Yeah, like I need DIY tech, like how to do stuff, because I don't know how to do anything.
Dang,
like I need it.
Make more videos, I guess.
No, your videos are ass.
They are.
Ooh,
They're
bang.
garbage.
Yeah. All right. So with all this new technology coming out and new factory OEM vehicles, like where do you see the future of like DIY aftermarket car audio stereos? Like what is it gonna eventually be?
You know, I mean, that's kind of the theme we're seeing right now. Is like for a while there, it was almost easy for guys to do a lot of this stuff amateur or DIY because the cars weren't that hard.
Right.
But now,
you only needed 3 wires and you're playing.
Right.
Now everything is run through. So. Everything is run through radio. It's like everything.
Well, and you know, we would hear it at the shop I worked at every single day. Guys would come in and go, "Oh man, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've always installed my own stuff, but I got this new car and I'm not going to touch it because everything's ran through the stereo. Everything runs through a screen. I don't want to mess it up." And that's kind of the way things are going. And we're seeing it with shops too. There's the shops that are still stuck in 15, 20 years ago, and they're not doing OEM integration. They're not doing custom fab. They're not doing DSP. And those are the guys that are trending downwards. And then there's the guys that are specializing in DSP and OEM integration and all that. And those are the guys that are doing really well.
Right.
You know, and that's we're kind of seeing the divide. There's no more middle ground is what it seems like. You know, you used to be able, as a shop, you used to be able to get by just doing deck and twos and basic stuff for guys that didn't want to do it themselves, and now it's like that's not going to cut it anymore. Not if you want to stay in business for the long haul. So.
The days of running like a remote wire, a power wire, and an AC wire is out. Like you need stuff like modules for everything.
Yeah, and I mean it's getting better in some regards, but it's getting harder too. I mean, you know, some of the adapters that are out there now are making things obviously easier. You know, PAX Amp Pro and things like that have made things easier in certain cars. But you only have certain cars that those work with, of course. So, and that's why, like every one of our amplifiers, like in the LC line, offers some sort of signal summing or high-level inputs or whatever, because you need it. Like, you know, a regular 4-channel these days with just RCA inputs, why? I mean, you're going to need one that does more than that. So
right. I mean, it's just even my 2011 Ford like F-150. It was just a work truck, but I still needed some kind of module to make it get a signal for the aftermarket amps. You know, it's just it's ridiculous, and it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Like everything's just got a screen now. Like you can't replace nothing.
Well, and we're seeing a lot of these newer cars too. Like one of the most common tech calls we get here to the tech support guys is guys with newer Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram vehicles, and those are the ones where if you remove the factory speakers from the system, the factory head unit or amplifier can sense that there's no load and it cuts the output, right?
That's ridiculous.
So we make something called the AC-LGD, which is a load generating device, and we have 3 of them now, and they're made specifically to like accommodate certain vehicles. And basically they not only trick the factory radio into thinking there's still a load there, but they also help to smooth out the output from those little micro Class D amplifiers that are built into head units and factory amps these days. So, you know, we've got kind of I don't want to say we have a solution for everything, but damn near everything we have some sort of an answer on how to do it or some sort of a product that'll make it easier.
I mean, it can't be, but do you ever envision a time where you won't be able to do aftermarket stuff in a vehicle?
I mean, I don't think so. The thing is like, as much as technology progresses and we see more screens and stuff in cars, the basics of electricity and how this stuff works really hasn't changed that much if you think about it, right? Like, I mean, a speaker still operates the same way a speaker operated 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 100 years ago. So, I don't know. I mean, a lot of that stuff, I think there'll always be something that can be done. There's always going to be some way to do it. And there's always going to be people that want better audio in their cars. No matter how hard the OEM manufacturers try to lock these systems down so that people can't do stuff with them, somebody's always going to come up with a workaround. And there's always going to be people that drive vehicles that aren't brand new too. So, I mean, there's always going to be that. So,
yeah, that's the thing. Like you said, like OEM, like they might not want you touching stuff.
They're going to clearly do not want you touching stuff. I mean, if you look at any vehicle built in the last like 5 to 10 years, they clearly do not want you messing with that thing. I mean, the first time as a tech, I went to go change a headlight in a Nissan Altima, and I looked in the owner's manual and it said "see local dealer." I'm like, dude, to change a headlight, I have to see a dealership. Like,
Bring it in.
Stuff like that. Yeah, it's things like that where you go, okay, they clearly do not want people messing with their own car. They don't even want you changing a headlight bulb. How do you think they're going to feel when you change out the head unit or whatever else? And the dealer I worked at, we did quite a bit of work for car dealerships and stuff like that. But it's a fine line. You have the car dealerships that are okay with it, and you have the dealerships that are 100%, adamant that it's going to mess up the car.
Yeah, so, see, that's a good point too. There are car dealerships that will take a brand new car off the truck and bring it to y'all or somebody and say, put me something high end that I could mark up, and that's a.
Yep.
It would seem like the manufacturer would want to like make it slightly easier for dealers to make a markup on something, but
right.
They don't.
They want everything to come back to them. I mean, that's why you're even seeing car dealerships offering like, slightly aftermarket looking wheels and tires and stuff now, because they don't want you to even go to Les Schwab. They want you to come to them. They want you to get everything from your oil change to wheels and tires to your stereo, whatever it is from them. The unknown part right now to me is, with all these newer cars, we're seeing a Dodge Ram with this massive screen in the middle of the dash. It's cool, right? And we found ways to integrate with it. But the unknown right now is what's going to happen 10 to 15 years from now when something goes wrong, when the climate controls don't work and
right.
It's 30 degrees outside and you can't defrost that window because it's a touchscreen and
right.
You can't turn a dial or turn a knob or whatever it is or press a button for that matter. Like we just, everybody's quick to put these huge screens in their car, but we just don't know what the overall cost is going to be in the long run of repairing these things, because you're not going to be able to take that and go get a replacement climate control at the junkyard and fix it yourself, right? Like it's going to have to go back to Dodge.
I like buttons and knobs.
Yeah, and I mean, and even push buttons on a digital display. I'm not saying everybody has to have rotary climate controls, but completely touchscreen controlled is cool in one aspect, but it's also a little bit scary in another aspect. So.
I will never own a head unit that does not have like a knob. I'm not doing volume on
push
the touchscreen. This not happening.
I've
or even push buttons
in my car, so I don't care too much. But I use the steering wheel controls almost exclusively. But otherwise, I too prefer a knob on volume and stuff like that. So
everybody likes knobs. Everybody likes the nostalgia feel of turning something.
Well, that was the thing I would always try to tell the manufacturers when I worked at a shop was like, Alpine, Kenwood, Pioneer, all the big guys would come through and it's like, hey, what would you like to see in a head unit? I want to see a head unit with a big knob, and I want to see the cool displays from 15 years ago, and I want to see high volt preamp outputs and copper chassis and no built-in, output power, and I want to see all this cool stuff.
Yep.
And they'd always kind of look at me like I was crazy.
All that,
but it's like that's what we all wanted to see anyway. So.
Yeah, we're a niche though. It's the market is for like a 50-year-old woman that just wants to put her early morning talk show on, and that's it.
Yeah,
it's not made for us.
She wants a knob too, though.
Nah, she don't want a knob.
She don't want to touch a damn screen.
She wants to say like volume up.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what she wants. Computer.
Yeah, that's what she wants. It is what it is.
Maybe
the world is not made for us 1%ers.
Are you sure?
It's true. Car audio is a niche market, and it's a small world. I mean, you go to something like Knowledge Fest, and it's really cool because it's a really cool community, and like everybody kind of knows each other, and everybody's really pretty cool to each other from what I've seen. But at the same time, like it's a small world,
Is that invite only, like a SEMA or something?
No, I don't think so. I think anybody can go to Knowledge.
No,
right,
we
have to go
are
next year.
100% going next year to Dallas.
We need a booth though. We got to buy a booth.
Yeah, so we can spread all of our knowledge.
No, we'll live cast it. I don't know.
Well, you can
we could do that. I got
it. We can live cast out a booth. I just want to walk around with like a satellite backpack or something.
No, you're gonna do that.
You can come by the audio control booth and say hi and do
it. Yeah. Let me just make stuff up. Like, give me a megaphone and just start, carnival shouting stuff at people. I don't know. Get a dunk booth. Put Fade in a dunk booth.
Honestly, that might raise a lot of money right there.
Yeah, people might want to do that. I don't know.
Yeah. People want to dunk the owner of Sundown that nobody knows.
Right.
I love
oh my
that
god, dude, we're totally getting a Dunkin' booth. No pun intended, Drew. getting a Duncan booth at Knowledge Fest. Is that a
Yeah.
thing? I don't know. Are there booths?
No.
At
You
Knowledge
you
Fest?
probably can't have water inside or something.
They're
I don't know, they let
booths.
you put show cars on the showroom floor, so I mean,
Okay.
why not? Why not?
So
Fair
we are totally doing a dunking booth at Knowledge Fest Dallas next year.
Yeah.
Put it on your calendar. T-Fay will be there from
Hell,
2 to
Wet
4.
Sounds had a whole boat on the showroom floor this year.
Okay, everyone,
jeez.
every single employee from Wet Sounds will be there. You can dunk all of them while they're holding their overpriced speakers. We're gonna get.
Ouch.
Oh man, we're gonna have.
Fade hates Wet Sounds. Fade's got a beef with Wet Sounds.
I do.
Brutal.
Like a secret beef that nobody knows about, but it's
Apparently.
it's very potent.
Well, it's funny because I don't own any Wet Sounds. I've never even considered purchasing
You have
them.
two
I
boats.
just don't like overpriced shit for the sake of being overpriced. I don't. It's not. I don't like that. They have it cornered, so they just charge whatever the crap they want. That's why Wet Sounds is so expensive. That's it. Also, I'm done with my rant now.
Yeah.
Continue talking
Yeah.
about audio control.
All right, we're not gonna take too much more of your time, but one question in the comment was: so, what is one product that the average Joe in car audio needs from this company? It's got to be the LC2, huh?
I mean,
No.
the LC2 is a.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, let's go above the LC2. Like, let's say the guy's already got aftermarket everything. What's something you would throw into their system that would just pop?
Pretty much every system can benefit from some sort of line driver / EQ, in my opinion. So, I mean, depending on what your system has in it, anyway. I mean, that's kind of a hard question, really. But
It's very hard.
I would use one of our EQ products because all of our EQs, even if they're even if it's just an RCA in, RCA out EQ, is also going to bump up the line voltage, kind of like an overdrive. An overdrive is just a line driver, so it's.
Do
RCA
you have
RCA
just
out.
a DSP that's
Yeah.
not an amp?
Yeah. So we have our DM608 and our DM810. So this is the DM810. So like the name suggests, 8 channels in, 10 channels out. The 608 is 6 channels in, 8 channels out. So have a look at that little guy there. So 8 speaker level inputs, 8 RCA inputs. Also has a optical and digital coax input. And then these will work with the Bluetooth dongle. You can do it through USB if you want to. You can plug a level controller into it and control the sub channels or whatever you want to do with it. You can also do master volume with the.
I'm going to answer for him and tell everyone watching now and in the future that's what you need. Everyone, that's what you need right there.
Yeah,
that thing.
The 608 and the 810 are super popular.
What's retail on those things?
Let's see here. So we go.
Fade's a man of brass tacks. Let's get to the bull.
So you're looking at let's see here, zoom in, $599 or $699, depending on if you want the 8 channel or the 10 channel.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable for what you're getting. Actually, there's a couple cheaper and way more that are more expensive. So yeah, you're doing good there.
Yep. Yeah, it's reasonably priced, 5-year warranty, and my favorite thing is not just because I work here, but because I worked at a retailer and have dealt with a ton of DSPs, the software is actually easy to use. Most of the DSPs out there that I've ever dealt with worked great and sounded really good and everything, but some of them you damn near needed a PhD to figure out how to run the damn thing. And any product that you have to spend, days reading a manual or days figuring out the software, it's not worth it. You should be able to get in there and at least get it to make noise and play some sort of music pretty quickly, in my opinion. And that's something I really like about all of our products is if any of them require software, the software is super simple, and it's a couple minutes, and usually most people have got it figured out. So
that's what you need to be pushing right there.
And
that's
the cool
one
thing is the software, the software that runs the DSP products is the same software that runs the DSP amplifiers. So all you got to do is plug in or Bluetooth to the product, and the software will automatically recognize whether you're using a DM810 or a D4.800 4-channel amplifier, and it'll change the software based on what's hooked up to it. So if it's a 4-channel, it's only going to show the 4 channels. If it's a 6-channel amp, it's going to show all 6 channels. It's super intuitive and easy. So pretty cool.
I like it.
Y'all got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got something for everybody. That's the biggest thing. Some people specialize in, the basic guy or the, with fades Italian nonsense that he buys all the time. But y'all got the biggest range, like the guy that just has a factory system and wants to put a sub amp, or the guy that wants to tune the world.
Yep.
It's all there.
So, yeah, and we get asked
one-stop shop.
Yeah, we get asked a lot, like, how come you guys don't have a 5,000 watt amplifier, this and that? And it's like, that's not really AudioControl's wheelhouse, right? Like, could we make one? Of course, we could make one. It's just not really what we've been all about all these years. It's been more about making things sound good. So
I recently went through. I mean, listen, I build so many cars personally. No, I'm not a professional, but I build a ton of my own personal cars because I go through them. And I just recently go through OEM on an old car, and it's not easy. Like,
right,
you need specialized products, and if you don't have a very specific one, like, you need several things in the signal chain, and we want to eliminate those things. Like, we want to pare it down, and
make it as simple as you can.
That's right. So it sounds like one of your DSP/amps would have been perfect for me if it was legal for me. I can't use it, but if it was legal for me, I would have that would have been my first stop.
There you go.
So I think people underestimate the importance of OEM integration, especially moving forward, because a lot of people watching this show probably right now, they have aftermarket decks. They don't give a shit, whatever. But when they buy their wife a car, or their girlfriend, or down the line, and they have this new car, and they're like, what the crap do I do with this? And why isn't there any bass under 40 hertz? Because it's because the OEM system's rolling it off.
Right.
Or why can't
don't pay attention to this category at all?
That's right.
Until one day they have to.
That's right. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I remember seeing a podcast
they
that
went
I
and
didn't
bought
see.
their wife a brand new Ford Explorer and figured out that they can't change that deck no matter how hard they try.
100%.
They're going to be stuck with that damn thing.
None of them are coming out anymore.
Yeah,
None of them.
No,
ever.
No.
Ever again. Forget it.
Yeah, even the basic base model work trucks are starting to come with, screens and stuff in the dash that can be changed, but I mean, some of them are so expensive to change too. It's like, I don't even know why you would bother in a lot of them.
No, don't. I mean, I don't know how the people who make a lot of money off of like a lot of their revenue off of selling head units are even going to survive. Like, they're going away. They're going away.
Yeah, and that's why most of those companies that have classically been head unit companies are starting to do other things. They're starting to get into amps with DSP stuff in them, or they're starting to get into other categories because they pretty much have to, if they're going to survive anyway. So
they better figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, I had better get headed out so I can get home at a reasonable hour and see.
You got to catch the ferry?
So, no, I have about an hour drive ahead of me.
He's got a longboard home. I already told you this.
No, that was the guy out in the warehouse.
Yeah. Make sure it's not raining. He's going to get stuck in that rain.
It's definitely raining. Raining outside.
Is it really? Oh my God.
Yeah, of course it is.
Are you that's so cliche. It's too much. I can't even handle it. All right, Matt. Well,
we appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, no problem, 100%. Guys. Thanks for having me on.
Everybody check out AudioControl.com. Tell him Matthew sent you. You get a discount. I don't know. That's what he said.
That's the Everyday Audio's Matthew.
Yeah.
All that. All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right. Appreciate it, sir.
Yep. Bye.
Dude, I swear I have like 6 or 7 things from AudioControl in my garage right now.
Yeah, that's lit.
And one in my car. The truck I'm bringing to finals.
I gotta look at my shit. I think I have an Epicenter. I definitely have an overdrive. I think I have an Epicenter too. I might just look it up for giggles.
100% buying one of those Epic 160s for the lulz.
That's retarded.
I just wanted to make it small. I don't need the EQ. Just give me the voltage and the decibels. I know I've said that 100,000 times.
Yeah. It annoyed me every time you said it too.
I'm going to continue to say.
Yeah, I know you will. Yeah. That's why the show is doomed.
What's annoying? Like the fact that I keep repeating it, or that I keep saying decibels.
The second.
Yes.
That was the key one that
that's
got me.
Bells.
That RTA thing is cool.
Yeah, that's
I feel like we should go in half, but like not me going half. You just buy it and then I borrow it.
Also, we can do that. I wanted to ask
I don't know why you don't
about
have
the
those.
the AC versus
I know.
TL thing, but I don't think he would have.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think he could have satisfied our answer.
Nah, he'd have just been like, it's more precision than the term led. Fuck
right.
Wayne Harris.
Yeah, that's right.
If he said fuck Wayne Harris, I'd lose my mind.
Oh my god, I would have fell out.
This is the better. I got to clip the. What? Sundown. Who's that?
Oh my god. I
Love
fell out of my chair.
Bro, what happened to Sean Ludwig when we was coming on do his dumb shit?
Hey! You better be listening. Do you hear me, Sean? What the shit? Look, if you could do it faster or better than AudioControl, also just put it into your. Oh my god, this guy.
What?
I can't. I would have him call in, but I got to go downstairs and get.
Yeah, no, I'm not calling in.
Oh
Fuck that
Jesus!
guy.
We need to
ass.
have you on.
Him and Nick Rutledge. I don't know what his
damn it.
affiliation with Nick Rutledge is, but
Sean, message me, dude. We're gonna talk about it. But listen,
hey, everybody, head over to caraudioswag.com. The new logo hats.
Oh, wait.
Y'all feeling them?
oh, I got some shirts here. I was gonna unbox them.
No, I got the.
I was gonna unbox
Oh, got this stuff.
them. Listen. Oh, this is for those sensory people.
And we got the classic logo.
Okay, everybody. Shh, everybody.
Wait, I can't figure out this. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
unboxing.
Bought some stickers.
I'm unboxing shirts right now.
I already have a SVL meter design. I'm Sean Ludwig.
So
That logo is so fire.
this is
Shout
the other
outs.
one.
Shout outs. Oh, it doesn't have the thing at the bottom. Wait, does it? Yeah, it does.
What thing?
It's our name.
Oh yeah, I told you to lose that, you crackhead.
I told Barber to.
God damn it! It was supposed to be a locker tag. Oh, maybe he gave me the. God damn it!
Jiggle Nuts, what is your name on there? Just
This is for those sensory people.
yes. Somebody absolutely. I'm gonna clip it myself because I don't trust none of y'all. I want to clip the Sundown. Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is Sun?
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
lit.
it was like yours.
Yeah, fire.
Oh,
So this is the new
no,
logo.
it smells like silicone.
That's
Not. I mean, I like
that.
that.
That's a trigger. That triggered me too.
Oh my god.
See, look.
Oh my god.
Can I do it? This is the calendar. So every day, this is the audio cue, and this is just fades mic and headphones.
I swear to God, I can't believe you're explaining it.
Everyday audio's banging. Dan Wilborn blocked, bitch. Fuck out of here.
You're explaining that to people.
That's me, Joaquin.
Holy
All right,
shit.
we got to get out of here. Make sure everybody block Dan Wilborn on Facebook. I gotta mute you. Yeah, I'm gonna be on 12 Volt Talks messages tomorrow, just trolling the F out of all of them. But all right, I'm cutting it.
I'm gonna call in.
I don't think they do that.
They're going to.
All right. Everybody, caraudioswag.com/everydayaudios. Go get your shirts, hats, support the movement.
Yeah, honestly, for real.
God, your internet is so horrible. How do you live?
That's a good question.
Like, what do you do? How do you... Like, it loads photos like old school. Like, look at his gun, bro. Look at that thing.
Holy
All right,
shit!
this is getting weird.
Oh,
Later.
I thought we were.
No, we were definitely.